What up, guys? It's the Crypto Homie back at you with yet again another video. This video is all about the new all-time high Bitcoin made today. Yes, guys, Bitcoin made an all-time high today. So we're going to check that out. And we're also going to be looking at an indicator suggesting more bullish momentum in the future. So guys, all that and more in today's episode. Make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date on the latest in the crypto space. So I got to remind you guys, Bitcoin made another record today. And I'll just show you guys. Bitcoin has made more days above $10,000. Look at this record right here, 71 days above $10,000. And you may be like, homie, well, homie, we dumped below 10K right here. Guys, the wicks don't matter. It's the bodies of the candle that are more relevant. So the wicks are no big deal. We've held above actually $10,130 for the last 71 days. That's some great news, guys, because we broke the record at 62 days. That was the last highest record above $10,000, and that was very, very crucial for Bitcoin. So that's some bullish news. And I want to show you guys something else here. If we go down here, let me pull up this indicator real quick. The Bollinger Bands, we're showing a decrease in volatility, which that is a major bullish sign, because we go to the monthly chart. As you guys can see, let's clean the chart up a little bit. Let's make this so you guys can see, like the last high we had here back in 2017, that was when Bitcoin hit about 20K, this peak right up there. The body stopped at around 14. And then you can see the last time before that was back in November 2013 when Bitcoin hit an all-time high, which is crazy to say all-time high at $1,200. Well, you saw Bitcoin fell down here around March 2016 is when the low of this indicator was around about 0.91. It's around the same as today. And if we actually draw a line, we're actually lower today than we were back in 2016. Like today we're around 0.88. Back in 2016 it was more around 0.91. So guys, that's just showing we're having less volatility, which I don't know, as you guys can see, look what happened in 2016. We had less volatility, and then look at that. Massive moves from, that was what, March, April 2016, and then it went to December 2017. So you're talking a little over a year. Are you guys willing to wait for 2021 to get here? I mean, because by the time 2021 comes here, we're only in October. We still have a few months left. So, I mean, the end of 2021, guys, I've been saying Q4 and Q1. So Q4 2021, Q1 of 2022. I think that's when Bitcoin's going to have the major peak, because Q4 2021 is 4 years since December 2021. I mean, 2017. It's been 4 years since the last all-time high. That's kind of why I'm just putting 4 years. There's about a 4-year span, and that's why I also say Q1 of 2022, because it's not necessarily exactly 4 years. It can be up by 6 months, it could be up by a whole year. Who knows? These cycles could actually be taking longer. As you guys can tell, the volatility back in 2013 was about an 8.5, and then in 2017 it's about a 4.8. So it's basically a 50% reduction. And if this pattern stays the same, I would suggest it to be half of this, which you could say like a 2.4. So, but we've also gone lower. So maybe we'll end up going back up here. Who knows? Only time will tell. But guys, this is definitely a bullish indicator right here. And now on to the all-time high Bitcoin made today. This article titled, "As Bitcoin's price hits a new all-time high, what happens next?" I'm not sure if you guys are aware, Bitcoin has made an all-time high, and it's not in the US dollar, so it may not be what you think. It says, in a chance Google search, I discovered that Bitcoin had reached a new all-time high today. So we scroll down. So the Bitcoin has made a new time high in the Turkish lira. Guys, as I scroll down, because I was reading this right before the video, it now costs more Turkish lira than it did back in when Bitcoin was at 20K, because of the hyperinflation with the currency. It says the fiat currency equivalent of one Bitcoin has definitely reached a value unseen in the Turkish lira. Guys, that's terrible. This stuff is I mean, it's good for the price of Bitcoin, but it's terrible for the people in the countries. So it says, to put it in another way, it's clear that there must be issues with the Turkish lira, because at the peak price record on December 5th, 2017, you needed 75,845 lira to buy a whole Bitcoin, or in USD around $19,650. Today, you need 82,012 lira to buy a whole Bitcoin. Even though the dollar price is about $10,650 at the time of the writing. This means you need 8.1% more lira to buy something which is 45.8% cheaper in dollar terms. Dollar is like referring to the US dollar. What do you guys think about that? It's costing more lira to buy Bitcoin, but the US dollar is down basically 50%. Bitcoin's down to like the USD. Can't talk. But guys, there's other currencies that are also down as well. The Argentina, like you guys just see this right here. It's basically not like the inflation is kind of crazy. The pesos in 2017, you can't even see it. In 2020, it's just sky high. One Bitcoin equals 819,000 pesos. And then you go back to like 2017, it says the pesos have been devalued so much that Bitcoin's peak in late 2017 barely registers on the long-term chart. That's what I just said, guys. That's terrible. I mean, I can't imagine living in a country to where, one day you can buy a loaf of bread for $1. Next day, the loaf of bread costs $5. I can't even imagine that. People in America are all bummed out because the stimulus got postponed. They can't make an agreement, for an extra $1,200. But it's like, you've already first of all, you already got one $1,200 stimulus. Then if you're unemployed, you already got $600 extra a week on top of your unemployment. So I mean, like these countries don't have the luxury of those things, and then especially like Americans, we're just so like greedy, like we want more and more, and it's just terrible to see. I mean, people can't even live off their regular salary, so to speak. So yeah, it's definitely sad to see, but this goes to show that the fiat currencies, they're not here to stay. Fiat currencies, on average, only live about 20 to 30 years. So I mean, it's no surprise. I'm sure people in some countries have gone through many fiat currencies in their own country. So you just got to keep that in mind. I mean, the same thing with Venezuela. I mean, the hyperinflation is crazy. One Bitcoin equals, what's that? 4.6 trillion? Whoa. I mean, you can't even see the equivalents back then. It's not even on the chart. That's crazy. Same thing with Sudan. So like the pound in Sudan, same thing. Guys, there's more and more fiat currencies. This just goes to show, I mean, Zimbabwe, if I remember correctly, a year or two ago, Bitcoin was selling for 75,000 US dollars for one Bitcoin. That's just crazy in my opinion. But what do you guys think about hyperinflation? Are you from America? Are you in another country that has hyperinflation? It's always interesting to hear different perspectives from other countries to see what exactly is going on there. I mean, and so is it really 1 week a loaf of bread's $1, next week it's $5? Like how exactly does that work? And I mean, I can't imagine your job probably pays the same amount in your local currency. So it's not like you're actually able to feed yourself, feed your family. That has to be pretty stressful. And do you guys have access to Bitcoin? Is it because I'd imagine some of these countries they control the fiat currency, so they want to control if you're able to have access to Bitcoin and all that, at least because that allows you to exit the system, so they might may control that. And guys, we have to check out Willy Woo. This coincides with what we were just talking about. He said so Willy Woo, you guys can find him at Twitter at Woonomic. This is one of the few times in my Bitcoin career where the fundamentals, on-chain data, and metrics from infrastructure players are in moon mode. Yet the market is not woke to it. They will be by 2021. This is an opportunity I've not seen since 2016. So guys, going back to the chart that I said about 5 minutes ago or so long, you guys see 2016 is when we made the low on the Bollinger Band width. So you guys can see the lowest volatility right here. And he's saying that we're similar times to 2016. So even 2016 was in this range from here all the way out to about here. So you're talking a 1.5 down to a 0.9. Guys, so he's saying we're in here, and then we're going to have a massive move up with a lot of volatility. And just like he said, the average Joe just is not here yet. And going back, he has another tweet I want to go over real quick. He said, when coins on spot exchanges drop, it's a sign that new buyers are coming in to scoop coins off the markets and moving them into cold storage. Hold on for dear life. We are seeing new hodlers right now, very macro bullish. So guys, this right here is the Bitcoins on US spot exchanges, Gemini, Kraken, and Coinbase. As you guys can see, I wish there was more of a the key to see exactly what this just shows with Coinbase, Kraken, and Gemini. I mean, it seems like things keep going up higher. You guys can tell it just keeps climbing. as well as the Bitcoin price. So guys, more bullish news. What do you guys, do you like Willy Woo's analysis? He always has some interesting takes of what's going on. And guys, one last bit of news for today. Just want to refresh your guys' memory. The Fear and Greed Index is definitely something to keep an eye out on. A lot of people skip that. And it's at 43 today. Last week was at 49 because it went up a little bit, but the last month was at 41. So, but scrolling down to the chart for the last year, you guys can see back in September, specifically the very beginning of September, it was up at 83. Then we fell the first week in September all the way down to around 38, and we've been hovering around this line of around 40. Guys, we need to hold the 40. We definitely do not want to get below like 38 or 36, but right now we've been holding it, just playing around that line, and it's been looking good because eventually we should make another massive move up to the upside, just like with all the charts are saying. We zoom out of here. You look at the monthly, guys. We're still playing with the area around 10.7. We need to get above there, but we're above $10,000, and that's what's very important for right now. As long as we can stay above there, get above 10.7, make our moves up 12.5, guys. It's just one thing at a time. This is definitely a major bullish indicator, and that's that. So let me know what you guys think about these indicators, all the analysis. The new Bitcoin all-time high. What do you guys think about that? Down in the comments below. And as always, homies, this is just pure entertainment, education, not financial advice. And if you guys like the video, smash that like button, subscribe for more content, because the Crypto Homie is signing out.